I'd like to introduce Dr. Carol Bond, who's not only a director on the Rotary Melbourne Board, but is also the champion for the forthcoming food waste event, which I'm very excited about. And Carol, I think probably the thing we ought to do first is tell our viewers a little bit about that event.
Sure. Thank you very much, Reg. It's a real pleasure to be here and to let people know within Rotary and outside of Rotary what this event is all about. So a couple of years ago, the Rotary Club of Melbourne took on board the seventh pillar of Rotary, which was our stewardship of the environment. And because Rotary clubs around the world are people of action, we don't just say we're supportive of the environment, we do things about it as well. And one of the events we have decided to sponsor is a luncheon about food waste and the environment, because as we have found out over the last few years, especially during COVID, that people have done some research and found out that globally, people throw away about 1/3 of all food produced. And that's not good enough for our planet. And it's certainly not good enough for people who are going hungry. So this particular event is working with the City of Melbourne and the Sofitel of Melbourne in partnership with the Rotary Club of Melbourne in order to support a charity called Second Bite. And their entire purpose is to take food that is still salvageable, things that may have sat on the, barges and coals, or have been donated by people, and make sure that those in our city that have food needs and who are vulnerable, that they have fresh produce, that they have fresh food to eat. And we are working again with our partners to make sure that Second Bite can continue with its mission.
So, Carol, who are the key people that are going to be involved in this event, and what can people expect?
Absolutely. So this event is not only going to have a two-course luncheon where the whole event is carbon neutral. We are going to be offsetting any carbon, footprint by purchasing a share in a forest project in Timor-Leste that we have a relationship with, and make sure that we can plant enough trees to offset the environmental costs of this event. But we are working with celebrity chef Matt Preston and the Sofitel chef to design a locally sourced, sustainable, organic menu that is also very flavorful and up to the quality of what Melburnians expect in terms of a kind of a event lunch. We will have Professor John Thwaites, who most of you know, who will be an MC for our panel. And we will be hearing from the Lord Mayor Sally Capp, Steve Clifford, who's the CEO of Second Bite, Dr. Sandro Di Maio of Vic Health, and Abiola Ajitamobi, who works with different community groups to grow sustainable produce in community gardens. So we will hear from these people about the things that various Melburnians and the committees around the city are doing in order to put kind of their money where their mouth is and do the right thing by Victoria and make sure that the food that is grown here is actually consumed rather than going to landfill.
Well, that sounds fantastic, Carol. Now, I understand also at the event you're going to be presenting the club's second Environment Sustainability Award.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little about that.
Sure. So starting last year and now as going forward, we try to recognize an Australian, whether they're from Victoria, Queensland, New South Wales, or elsewhere, who has made it their life's purpose to, as part of either their volunteer commitments or part of their work commitments, they've actually decided to champion environmental causes and make a real difference in the world. And this particular award goes with the $3,000 prize to the charity of their choice to actually fund more environmental service projects for Australians. And we're really excited. Can't tell you who the awardee is, but you'll have to show up for the lunch to find out.
Okay, so when, where, and how do I get tickets?
Absolutely. So it's Thursday, the 2nd of June. And we've picked that date because it's very close to 5th of June, which is World Environment Day. So is actually very, tightly aligned with the international environmental awareness movement. And we will be having the luncheon at the Sofitel on 35 Collins Street. The ticket price is $100, of which $15 goes directly to Second Bite, and each $15 donation provides 75 meals to people who are food insecure in our region. We also are going to have a raffle, which includes prizes such a bottle of Grange, a night for two at the Sofitel overnight, a high tea at Chateau Yering, and a few other little prizes. We also will have a door prize for people, it's a surprise with what that will be, but it's absolutely themed to the event for this occasion.
And finally, I guess, who are the sorts of people you'd like to see attending?
Oh, well, that's a great question, Reg. So the Rotary Club of Melbourne is actually open to all Melburnians who have a heart for service. And we are looking for people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and so on, and upwards, who want to make a difference in our community, who want to join a community of like-minded people, or who are just Rotary curious. You've heard about Rotary before, and you think you know what it was about when it was your parents' generation, but perhaps you'd like to have a bit of a refresher. So we're looking for corporate sponsors, who want to take a table of 10. We're looking for individuals, we're looking for couples who are interested in the environment, who want to hear more about what Melburnians are doing to reduce food waste and support the environmental goals of our region. We're open to as many people who want to attend. We have a capacity of 400 people, so first in, best dressed, and we're really hoping that you and your colleagues or your friends would be happy to join us on this auspicious occasion. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we have a link through the Humanitix website where you can purchase a ticket.
Excellent. Well, look, thank you so much for that, Carol, and for those viewing this, any queries, you can get in touch with Rotary Melbourne, and we'll make sure that full details of how you can get access to the event, and put together tables of people who can enjoy it together. That's entirely appropriate. So look, thank you, Carol, and good luck with running a fantastic event.
Thanks so much, Reg, and we certainly hope you'll all think about joining us. Take care.
Thank you.